Hi students, let's see the continuation of list. Now let's see about list and range function. What is the use of range function? The range function is a function used to generate a series of values in Python. Okay, we can generate the list of values by using range function. You all know that using range function you can create list with a series of values. The range function has three arguments. What are they? Start value, end value and step value. Start value means beginning value. Okay. End value means last value. Step value means increment or decrement value. Okay. Based on the step value, you can update the value of the variable. So let's say one example using range function generating whole numbers up to 10. Now we are going to generate the whole numbers up to 10. So here we are using range function, which means for loop for x in range 1, 11. We have to generate the list of values up to 10, okay, which means whole numbers. So initial value is 1 and last value is what? 11. Last value means 11 minus 1, 10. Okay, you have to generate the list of values which means whole numbers up to 10. So you have to give the last value 11. Okay, so print x. For this code you will get the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here first you are taking 1. Check the last value 10 is reached or not. No. So print x. X means what? 1. So 1 will be printed on the output screen. Next again update the value. Here step value is not given. So you have to assign the default step value. Default step value is what? 1. Okay. So update the value. So 1 becomes 2. Next again check the last value is reached or not. No. So again print x. So 2 will be printed on the output screen and again update the value. So this 2 becomes 3. Check last value is reached or not. No, not reached. So you have to print the x value, that is 3. So continue the same process until you reach the last value 10. Okay. When the x becomes 11, the condition becomes false. Okay. So there you have to stop your execution. Okay. See next example, generating first 10 even numbers. Here we are going to generate the list of even numbers for the given 10 numbers. Okay. So see this program. For x in range, here start value is given, that is 2. Stop value is 11 and increment value is 2. So here first you are taking first value, that is 2. Check the last value is reached or not. No. So you have to print x. So 2 will be printed on the output screen and update the value by 2. Okay, because step value is 2. So 2 plus 2, 4, and check the last value is reached or not. No, not reached. So you have to print x. X is what? 4. Next again update the value. Step value is what? 2. So 4 plus 2, 6. Now x becomes 6. So check the last value is reached or not. No. So you have to print x. So 6 will be printed on the output screen. Next again update the value. So this 6 becomes 8 because step value is what? 2. We have not reached last value till now. So you have to print the x. X is what? 8. Next again update by 2. So this 8 becomes 10. Print that 10 in the output screen. Okay. This is the output. Now let us see how to create a list with a series of values. Using the range function, you can create a list with a series of values. You all know that. To convert the result of range function into list, we need one more function, that is list. By using list function, you can make the result of range function as a list. Okay. This is the syntax. List variable. Here you have to write the variable name of your list and is equal to write the list and within the parenthesis write the range function. Okay. So let's see one example. This is even list. Even list is a variable and is equal to write the list name, and next write the range function. Range function is range to 11 2. This is the program for print even numbers up to 10 numbers. Okay. And next write print even list. When you are giving this code, you will get the output 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You can see here, this list of values are arranged in the form of list. Okay, because these values are given within the square brackets. So when you are giving like this, you will get the output like this. Okay. Similarly, we can create any series of values using range function. See here, in this example, we are going to create a list with the squares of first 10 natural numbers. See this example. First say squares is equal to square bracket. This is empty list. Okay. So now we created empty list and its name is squares. Okay. Then for loop is given for x in range 1, 11. Here 1 is the initial value, 11 is the stop value. Increment value is not given, which means step value not given. Okay. So default step value is what? 1. So 11 minus 1 is 10. Here we are going to create a list with the squares of first 10 natural numbers. Okay. So next, s is a variable and find the value of x is raised to the power of 2 and store the result in that variable s, which means x square. If x value is 1, you have to take 1 square and store the result in is variable. And see the next line, squares dot append of s, which means each new value of square is appended to the list squares. What is the use of append function? If you want to add new value at the end of the list, you can use append function. Okay. So whenever you are adding a new value, that will be stored in the list. And next, print squares. The values will be printed on the output screen. So finally the program shows the output like this. See here. First our initial value is 1. So x is equal to 1. S is equal to x square. So 1 square is equal to 1. So 1 will be printed on the output screen. And next, update one value. So 1 becomes 2. So now x is what? 2. 2 power 2, that is 4. 4 will be printed on the output screen. Again update the value. So this 2 becomes 3. So x value is what now? 3. So 3 square is equal to 9. 9 will be printed on the output screen. So you can see here each new value of square is appended to the list squares. Okay, here you have to generate squares of first 10 natural numbers. So you have to continue your execution until you reaches 10. After that terminate the loop. Okay, so 10 square means what? 100. So you have to stop your execution here. Okay, so this is the output. Next let us see about list comprehensions. List comprehension is the simplest way of creating sequence of elements that satisfy a certain condition. Which means here one condition will be present. We have to create a sequence of elements based on that condition. Okay. This is the syntax. List is equal to, within square bracket you have to write the expression. Okay. Let's see one example. Generating squares of first 10 natural numbers using the concept of list comprehension. Here squares is a list is equal to, next write the square brackets. Within square brackets you have to give one condition. X is raised to the power of 2. And next write the for loop. Okay, for x in range 1, 11. Here 1 is the start value and 11 is the stop value. Step value is not given. You have to assign the step value by default. Default step value is what? 1. So next print squares. So for this code you will get the output like this. Okay. squares of 10 natural numbers will be printed on the output screen. Next, let us see other important list functions. First function is copy. It is used to return a copy of a list, which means if you want to take a copy of a list, you have to use copy function. Its syntax is list copy. And next, see the example. My list is equal to 12, 12, 36. This is a list. If you want to copy this list, x is equal to my list dot copy. And next, print x. See here, copy of my list will be printed on the output screen. Next, see count function. It returns the number of similar elements that is present in the list. So it returns the number of similar elements. Its index is list count value. See here, one list is given, that is its 12, 12. Here two elements are same. What are they? 12, 12. When you are giving this count function, 2 will be printed on the output screen, which means this 12 comes 2 times in this code. Okay, so it will be printed on the output screen. And next is index function. It returns the index value of first recurring element. Its index is list index element. Index means what? Index value. Okay, my list is equal to 36, 12, 12. 36 is a value. Its index position is what? 0. And next 1, next 2. Index value of first 12 is 1, second 12 is 2. Okay, so 2 12s are there. So you have to take index value of the first recurring element. So you have to take first 12. Okay, so what is the index value of first 12? 1. So 1 will be printed on the output screen. Okay. Next, let us see reverse function. It reverses the order of the element in the list. Its syntax is list reverse. My list is equal to 36, 23, 12. Its reverse order means what? 12, 23, 36. It will be printed on the output screen. And next, sort function, which means it sorts the element in the list. Its syntax is list sort reverse is equal to true or false, key is equal to my function. Here true and false are the arguments. These are optional arguments. If the reverse is set as true, list sorting in the descending order. Which means if you set reverse is equal to true, then the elements will be sorted in the descending order. Ascending order is a default order. Okay, no need to specify for ascending order. Okay, because ascending is default. Key is equal to myfunc. Here myfunc is a name of the user defined function that specifies the sorting criteria. Here my function is a name of the user defined function. Okay, let's see one example. My list equal to Tilottama, Dharani, Anita, Shayashree, Lavanya. See the next line. My list sort. So list will be sorted. Print my list. See here, sorted list will be displayed on the output screen like this. This is ascending order. So no need to specify it as ascending order because ascending is default. And see the next line. My list sort reverse is equal to true. So if you want to arrange the descending order, here you have to add one argument, that is true. Reverse is equal to true. Next, you are printing my list. See here, the list of elements will be printed in the descending order like this. Next, let us see max function. Maximum means it returns maximum value in a list. Its syntax is max list. One list is given 21, 76, 98, 23. Here you have to find out the maximum value. Which one is the maximum value? 98. So 98 will be printed on the output screen. Next, min function. It returns minimum value in a list. Its syntax is min list. One list is given 21, 76, 98, 23. Here you have to find the minimum value. Minimum value is what? 21. So 21 will be printed on the output screen. And next, sum function. It returns sum of the values in a list. Its syntax is sum list. Here one list is given 21, 76, 98, 23. if you want to add these elements, you have to give this some function, the addition of these elements, which means sum of these elements will be printed on the output screen. 21 plus 76 plus 98 plus 23 is equal to what? 218. 218 will be printed on the output screen. So this is about list functions. Next let us see programs using list. Let's see the first program. Write a program that creates a list of numbers from 1 to 20 that are divisible by 4. Here you have to take list of numbers from 1 to 20. Divide that numbers by 4. When you dividing that number by 4, if you are getting 0 in remainder, then print that number in the output screen. If you are not getting remainder 0, then leave that number. Okay, you have to continue your execution until you reach the value 20. Okay, see here one list is given. Div by 4 is equal to blank square bracket. Here no values are given. This is empty square bracket because you have not started your execution till now. So this is empty square bracket. And next, for I in range 21. Here only one value is given in the range function, that is last value 21. Initial value is not given and step value is not given. So you have to assign default step value, default start value. So default start value is what? 0. So you have to assign default start value as 0 and last value is given here, that is 21, and default step value is what? 1. Okay, so you have to assign default step value also. Next see if condition I modulus 4 is equal to 0. Here I is what? 0. 0 modulus 4 is equal to 0. So when you divide 0 by 4, you will get the remainder 0. So 0 is equal to 0. True. This condition is true. So you have to see the next line. Div by 4. This is the list name. Next append function. Here we used append function because whenever we are adding new value, it will be appended on the list. Okay. So here we used append function and next print div by 4. So first 0 will be printed on the output screen. Next update the value. So this 0 becomes 1. Next check the if condition. 1 modulus 4 is equal to 0. When you dividing this, you will not get the remainder 0. So this condition becomes false. So this one will not be printed on the output screen. Okay. So leave this value and update the value. So this one becomes 2. So 2 divided by 4 is equal to 0. You will not get remainder 0 for this number. So it will not be printed on the output screen. So you have to update by 1. So this 2 becomes 3. And next check 3 modulus 4 is equal to 0. You will not get remainder 0 for this number. So it will not be printed on the output screen. Okay. So update the value. This 3 becomes 4. 4 divided by 4 is equal to 0. When you are dividing 4 by 4, you will get 0. So this condition becomes true. So you have to append that value in the output screen. See here, this 4 will be printed on the output screen. Again update the value. Do the same process until you reach the value 20. Okay. After that stop your execution. Because you have to create the list of numbers from 1 to 20 only. Okay. So you have to stop your execution there. See the next program. Write a program to define a list of countries that are a member of BRICS. Check whether a country is member of BRICS or not. Here some list of countries are given. Those countries belongs to member of BRICS. You have to type any one country name. You can check whether the given country is member of BRICS or not. Okay. See here list of countries are given. Country is equal to, country is a list. India, Russia, Sri Lanka, China, Brazil. These countries are member of BRICS. See the next line is member is equal to input, enter the name of the country. Here you have to enter the name of the country. Next, if condition is given, if is member in country, if the given country is matches with this list, then you will get the output, the country is the member of BRICS. Otherwise, you will get the output, this country is not member of BRICS. See this output, enter the name of the country. Here you have to enter the name of the country. Here you are entering India. So check the India is a member of BRICS or not. Yes, it is a member of BRICS. So India is member of BRICS will be printed on the output screen. See next, you are entering Japan. See here, Japan is available or not here? No. So Japan is a not member of BRICS will be printed on the output screen. Okay. See the next program. Program to read marks of 6 subjects and print the marks scored in each subject and show the total marks. First you are creating marks list. This is MD list. Because you don't know about marks. You have not calculated any marks till now. So it is MD square bracket. Okay. See the subjects: Tamil, English, Physics, Chemistry, Computer Science, Maths. Next for loop is given for I in range 6. 6 subjects. So here last value is what? 6. Step value and start value is not given. So default step value is 1 and default start value is 0. See the body section of for loop. M is equal to, here M is a variable, is equal to int input enter mark is equal to, you have to enter the mark. Okay. Marks dot append of M. Whenever you are adding new mark, it will be added in this MD list one by one. Okay. So here we use to append function. And next for J in range length marks. Length marks means what? Here you have to write the length of the marks. Okay. This is another one for loop. And see next line, print curly braces. Here format function is used, which means in format function curly braces are used as placeholders or replacement fields. Okay. This curly brace for length of the marks, this curly brace is for subjects, this curly brace is for marks. Okay. And next, print total marks. The total marks, which means sum of the marks, will be printed on the output screen. See the range value 6 is given, last value is 6. So first you have to enter the first mark, that is Tamil. Enter mark is equal to 45. See the next line, marks append M. So mark 45 will be added in the marks list. Okay. So marks is equal to 45. So length of the marks is what? 45. Only one mark. Okay. So 1 is the length of the marks. Okay. Next see the second subject, that is English. Enter the mark 98. Append M. So 98 will be added in the marks list. Length of marks is what? 45 and 98. 2 marks. Okay. So length of mark is 2. And next see the next subject, that is Physics. Enter the mark, that is 76. So 76 will be added in the marks list. So this marks length will becomes 3. Okay. What are they? 45, 98, 76. 3 marks. So length of marks is 3. So continue this execution until you reach the last subject, that is Maths. Okay. See here all the marks is added in the marks list. There are 6 subjects. So length of the subject is what? 6. So for J in range length of marks what? 6, because totally 6 subjects. Okay. In this for loop you have to take 0 to 5 values for J. Okay. So first J is equal to 0. So print, see here J plus 1 and subjects J and marks J. You have to assign these values to these curly braces. Okay. See here given J1 plus. This is not right. This is wrong, printing mistake. So you have to specify here j plus 1. Okay. So this curly brace for j plus 1, this curly brace for subjects, this curly brace for marks. J plus 1 means what? J value is 0. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Next dot. Next this curly brace for subject. Okay, first subject is what? Tamil. Next mark is equal to, mark value is what? 45. So here this curly brace for marks 45. Okay. So here you will get the output like this. Next for j in length of marks. Now print. We updated j variable, so j becomes 1. So j plus 1 means 1 plus 1, 2. Okay. Dot. Here English mark is equal to, mark value is what? 98. Okay. Next update the value of j. So this j becomes 2. So j plus 1 means 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 dot physics mark is equal to 76. Continue this execution until you reach the last subject, that is maths. Okay. After reaching the last subject, then the condition becomes false. So last you have to print total marks. Total marks is equal to, you have to add these 6 marks. Okay, 45 plus 98 plus 76 plus 28 plus 46 plus 15. So total marks is equal to 308. It will be printed on the output screen. Okay. See the next program. Program to read prices of 5 items in a list and then display the sum of all the prices, product of all the prices, and find the average. Here you have to find out the price of 5 items in a list and display the prices, display the sum of all the prices, product of all the prices, and average of all the prices. Okay. See the program. Items is equal to empty list. You have to add items one by one in this list. Okay, first this is the empty list. Items is a list name. Okay, and next product is equal to 1. Initial value of product is equal to 1. Next for I in range 5. Last value is 5 because 5 items. Okay, which means 0 to 4. Okay, so next line, print enter price for item. You have to write 1 because format I plus 1 means I is what? 0. 0 plus 1, 1. Okay, so this curly brace for 1. So enter price for item 1 and see the next statement. P is equal to int input of. Here P is a variable. Here you have to enter the value. Okay, which means price of item 1. You have to enter the price of item 1. So here you are entering 5. See the next line. Items dot append of P. So this item will be added in the items list. Okay, and again come to the for loop. See the next value, that is 1. Print enter the price for item. I value is what? 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Here you have to specify item 2. Okay. See the next line. P is equal to int input. Here you have to enter the value. Okay. Which means enter the price value for item 2. So you are entering 10. This 10 will be added. Which means appended in the list item. Again go to the for loop. For I in range, next position is second position. Print enter price for item. I plus 1 means 2 plus 1, that is 3. Item 3. Here you have to enter the value, that is item 3 price what? 15. See the next line. Items dot append of P. So this third item will be added in the items list. And again go to the for loop range. Next position is 3. So format 3 plus 1 is enter price for item 4. Okay. Fourth item price is what? You are entering 20. So 20 will be added in the items list. Again go to the for loop. Next value is what? 4. Okay. Here you have to take 0 to 4. Okay. Because 5 values are given, so you have to take 0 to 4. Now our index value is what? 4. So here enter price for item. I plus 1 means what? 4 plus 1, that is 5. Item 5. You are entering the price for item 5, that is 25, and 25 will be appended on the list, which means 25 will be added in the items list. See the next line. For j in range length of items. Length of items what? Totally 5 items are there. So length of items is 5. Okay. So you have to take j values from 0 to 4. Initially j value is 0. Next, print price for item 1. Here this caliber is for what? 1. Which means see here j plus 1. J value is what? 0. 0 plus 1? 1. So price for item 1 is equal to rupees. Here you have to write the price for item 1. Okay. What is the price? 5. So this curly brace for 5, which means price of item 1. Okay. And see the next line. Product is equal to products into items of j. Product value is what? 1. So 1 into items j means what? 5. Okay. So 1 into 5, 5. This value will be stored in the product. Okay. Again see the for loop. For j in range length of item. Now j value is 1. Print price for item. Here j value is what? 1 plus 1, 2. Okay. So item 2 is equal to rupees. Second item price what? 10. Rupees 10. Okay. And the next product is equal to product into items j. Items j value is 10. Product value is what? Already we know that. That is 5. 5 into 10, 50. So now product value is what? 50. Again come to the for loop. For I in range length items. Length of items what? 5, which means 0 to 4. Now j value is what? 2. So print price for item j plus 1 means what? 2 plus 1, 3. Item 3 is equal to rupees 15. Okay. Items j means what? 15. Okay. So product is equal to product into items j. Items j means what? 15. Product value is what? 50. 50 into 15 is equal to 750. Now new product value is what? 750. Again check the for loop. Now j value is 3. Print price for item j plus 1 means 3 plus 1, that is 4. Item 4 is equal to rupees 20. And next items j means what here? 20. Product is equal to 750 into 20. Answer is what? 15,000. So product value is what now? 15,000. Again check the for loop. For j in range length of items. Length of items means 5. J value is 4. Here j plus 1 means 4 plus 1, 5. So item 5 is equal to rupees 25. Next see, product is equal to product into items j. Items j means what now? 25. And product means 15,000. So product answer is what? 3,75,000. Okay. And again go to the for loop. Next value is what? 5. But your end value is 4. So here this condition becomes false. So here you have to stop your execution of loop. See this print statement. Print sum of all prices is equal to rupees sum of items. Here what is the use of sum function? Sum is used to add the list of values. Okay. So here you have to add the list of values in the items list. Okay. So 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 is equal to what? 75. So sum of all prices is equal to rupees 75. And see the next statement. Print product of all prices is equal to rupees product. What is the value of product? 3,75,000. It will be printed on the output screen. Next, print average of all prices. How will you calculate the average? Sum of items divided by length of items. Sum of items is what? 75. 75 divided by length of items means 5. So 75 divided by 5 is equal to 15. So average of all prices is equal to rupees 15. Will be printed on the output screen. So this is the output. See the next program. Program to count the number of employees earning more than 1 lakh per annum. And the monthly salaries of n number of employees are given. Okay. So here you have to calculate how many number of employees earning more than 1 lakh per annum. Okay. So first count is equal to 0. Initial value is what? 0. And next n is equal to input enter number of employees. You have to input the enter number of employees. If you are giving 5 for number of employees, it will be printed on the output screen like this, number of employees 5. Okay, that is print statement. Next, salary is equal to empty square bracket. We have not yet started calculation till now. So in the initial stage, none of the salaries added in this list. So this is empty list. Okay. Next, see the for loop. For I in range n. N means what? Number of employees. Number of employees means 5 employees. Okay. Here 5 is the last value. Okay. So you have to generate the list of values from 0 to 4 because 5 is the stop value. And see the body section, that is print statement. Enter monthly salary of employee. Here I value is 0. 0 plus 1 means 1. So this curly brace for 1. Okay. So employee 1 rupees. You have to enter the salary. Okay. See the next line. S is equal to input function. Okay. So you have to enter the input, that is salary. Okay. So you are entering 3000. Next, the salary will be appended on the salary list. Okay. So this salary 3000 will be added in this empty salary list. Okay. Next, again come to the for loop. For I in range n, second position is what? 1. Okay. I is equal to 1. So next, enter monthly salary of employee. I plus 1 means 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, employee 2 rupees. You have to enter the salary, that is 9,500. And this salary 9,500 will be added in the salary list. Now the length of salary will becomes 2. Okay. And again go to the for loop. Next position is what? 2. So enter monthly salary of employee. 2 plus 1, 3. Okay. Employee 3 rupees. 12,500. You are entering that value and that salary will be appended on the salary list. Which means that third salary is added in the salary list. So length of salary is now what? 3. Next again go to the for loop. Now next position is what? 3. Okay. You have to generate the employees list up to 4. Okay. So now index position is what? 3. So see, print enter monthly salary of employee. I plus 1 means 3 plus 1 4. Employee 4 rupees. You have to enter the fourth employee salary, that is 5,750. Okay. So you entered the salary and that salary is added in the salary list. So now 4 salaries added in the list. Okay. So length of the salary list is what? 4. Again go to the for loop. Next position of I is what? 4. Enter the monthly salary of employee. I plus 1 means 4 plus 1 5. Employee 5 is rupees. You have to enter the fifth employee salary, that is 8,000. Okay, you are entering 8,000 and that 8,000 salary will be added in the salary list. So now 5 salaries in the salary list. Okay. So length of salary is what? 5. And see next line, for J in range length salary. Length of salary is what? 5. So you have to take the list of values from 0 to 4. So initial j value is what? 0. So j is 0. See the next line. Annual salary is equal to salary of j into 12. Here you have to calculate the annual salary. Annual salary means for 12 months. Okay, 12 months is equal to 1 year. How will you calculate annual salary? You have to multiply your salary with 12. Okay, that is the annual salary. So which salary is present at 0th index position? 3000. Okay, that is salary of j into 12 is equal to what? 36,000. See the next line. Print annual salary of employee. You have to print annual salary of the employee. Next, curly brace. This curly brace is for j plus 1. Initial j value is what? 0. 0 plus 1 means 1. So this curly brace for 1. Employee 1. Next is colon rupees. This curly brace for annual salary. Okay. How will you calculate annual salary? The salary will be multiplied by 12. 36,000 will be printed on the output screen. Okay, this is the annual salary, 36,000 for employee 1. And see the next line, this is if condition. If annual salary is greater than or equal to 1 lakh, you have to check this condition. Annual salary is greater than or equal to 1 lakh. Okay, annual salary of employee 1 is what? 36,000. Okay, so 36,000 is greater than or equal to 1 lakh. No, this condition is false. So you have to skip this count is equal to count plus 1 statement. Okay, you no need to execute this statement because this condition is false. If this condition is true, you have to execute this count is equal to count plus 1. Okay, you have to update the value of count. Okay, again check the for loop. Now j value is what? 1. Annual salary is equal to salary of employee 2 is what? 9,500 into 12. Annual salary is what? 1,14,000. Okay. So see the next line. Print annual salary of employee 2, which means j is 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Okay. 2 is rupees 1,14,000. So check the condition, if condition. If annual salary is greater than or equal to 1 lakh, annual salary is what? 1,14,000 is greater than or equal to 1 lakh. This annual salary 1,14,000 is greater than 1 lakh. So this condition is true. So you have to execute next statement. Count is equal to count plus 1. Count value is what? 0. Okay, 0 plus 1, 1. So this count value becomes 0 to 1. Okay, now our new count value is what? 1. Again check the for loop. So for j in range, now j value is 2. Next, annual salary is equal to salary of j into 12. Here j means what? 2. So print annual salary of employee 2 plus 1, 3. Employee 3 is rupees what? You have to calculate annual salary. Annual salary 12,500 into 12. What? 1,50,000. Okay. So check the condition. If annual salary 1,50,000 is greater than or equal to 1 lakh. Yes, it is greater than 1 lakh. So this condition is true. So you have to execute the next statement. That is count is equal to count plus 1. Count value is what? 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. The count value becomes 2. Okay. Next see for j in range, length of salary is what? Now j value is 3. And calculate the annual salary. Salary is what? 5,750 into 12. What is the answer? 69,000. Okay. So print annual salary of employee. J plus 1 means j is what now? 3. 3 plus 1, 4 is rupees 69,000. Next again check the if condition. Annual salary 69,000 is greater than or equal to 1 lakh. No, this condition is false. So you have to skip this count statement. Okay, don't need to execute this statement because this condition is false. Again check the for loop. For j in range length salary. Now j value is 4. Next annual salary is equal to salary j into 12. So 8000 into 12. What is the answer? 96,000. Okay. See the next line. Annual salary of employee. J means what? 4. 4 plus 1, 5. This curly brace for 5. So, employee 5 is rupees. This curly brace for annual salary. What is the annual salary of employee 5? 96,000. So, here write 96,000. Okay. And the next, check the if condition. If annual salary 96,000 is greater than or equal to 1 lakh. No. This condition is false. So, you have to skip this count statement. Okay. And again go to the for loop. See the next index value. No. Okay. Here you have to generate list of values from 0 to 4. Don't take 5. Okay. Because 5 is the stop value. You have to take from 0 to 4 only. So here you have to stop your execution and see the last line. Print. See this curly brace for count value. Count value is what? 2. Okay. So here 2 employees out of this curly brace for n value. N value is what? 5. 5 employees. Okay. So 5 employees are earning more than rupees 1 lakh per annum. Okay. So this curly brace for count value and this curly brace for total number of employees. Okay. So 2 employees out of 5 employees are earning more than rupees 1 lakh per annum. This is the output. Okay. Let's see the next program. Write a program to create a list of numbers in the range 1 to 10. Then delete all the even numbers from the list and print the final list. Okay. Here first you have to create a list of numbers in the range 1 to 10 and then delete all the even numbers from that list and print the final list. Okay. First one list is created, that is num. This is empty list. And next see the for loop. For x in range 1, 11. 1 is the start value and 11 is the stop value. So step value is not given here. So default step value is what? 1. Okay. So 11 minus 1, 10. Here you have to generate the list of numbers from 1 to 10. Okay. The next num dot append of x, which means you have to add each value in the num list. Okay. And the next see print statement. The list of numbers from 1 to 10 is equal to num. Here you have to write the num value. Okay. Here first we are taking value 1 and that value will be stored in the num list. And next take 2, that value will be added in the num list. And next take 3, that value will be added in the list. And we are taking up to 10. Okay. So 10 values will be added in the num list. Okay. So see, print the list of numbers from 1 to 10 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See the output. 10 values added in the list. See the next for loop. Okay. For index I in enumerate num. Enumerate means what? Enumerate function adds counter to an iterable and returns it. The returned object is a enumerate object. Which means if you want to start loop counter at a different number, you can use enumerate function. Okay. See the next if condition. If I modulus 2 is equal to 0. When you divide a number by 2, if you are getting 0 in the remainder, that number is called even number. Okay. If you are not getting 0 in the remainder, that number is not even number. That is odd number. Okay. So if that number is even, you have to delete that number. Okay. So first you are taking first value, that is 1 from the num list. Okay. Next check the condition. 1 modulus 2 is equal to 0. You will not get 0 for this number in the remainder. Okay. So leave this statement. Which statement? Del num index. Leave this statement. Okay. Don't need to execute the statement because this condition is false. Next again go to the for loop. Take the next number, that is 2. Check the condition 2 modulus 2 is equal to 0. When you are dividing 2 by 2, you will get 0 in the remainder. Okay. So this condition is true. You have to execute next statement del num index. Okay. So delete that number from the list. So 2 will be deleted from the list. Next, take the next number, that is 3. That is not even number. So you have to skip that statement and again see the next value 4, that is even number. So that number will be deleted from the list. And finally you will get the output. The list after deleting even numbers is equal to num. The list, see here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 only printed on the output screen. Okay, all the even numbers will be deleted. You can see here. So this is the output. See the next program. Write a program to generate in the Fibonacci series and store it in a list. Okay, and then find the sum of all values. Here you have to generate the Fibonacci series in a list and then find the sum of all values. Okay, here first two variables are given. A is equal to minus 1, that is the initial value of A, and B is equal to 1, that is the initial value of B, and next n is equal to input enter number of terms. Here you have to enter the number of terms, which means if you want to generate the Fibonacci series for 20 digits, you have to enter the number of terms 20. Okay, but if you want to generate Fibonacci series for 10 digits, here you have to enter 10. Okay, in this program we are going to generate the Fibonacci series for 10 digits. So enter the number of terms is equal to 10, and next I is equal to 0, sum is equal to 0. Next, Fibo is a list, that is empty list. Each value will be added in this empty list. Okay, one by one. And next see the while loop. I is less than n. Here n means what? 10. Okay, so I is the 0. 0 is the initial value of I. You have to check this condition. I is less than n. So 0 is less than 10. If this condition is true, then you have to execute the next statements. Okay, so this condition is true because 0 is less than 10. So execute this next statement. S is equal to A plus B. What is the value of A? Minus 1. What is the value of B? 1. So minus 1 plus 1 is what? 0. So S value is what? 0. See the next line. Fibo dot append of S, which means you have to add this S value in the Fibo list. So this value of S0 will be added in the Fibo list. Okay. See the next line. Sum plus is equal to S, which means sum is equal to sum plus S. Sum value is what? 0. S value is what? 0. 0 plus 0, 0. Okay, so 0 will be stored in the sum variable, and next see A is equal to B. So take the B value for A. B value is what? 1. So now A is equal to 1 and B is equal to S. Take the S value for B. S value is what? 0. So B is equal to 0. Okay, so A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. And see the next line. I plus is equal to 1. Update the value of I by 1. What is the value of I? 0. So 0 plus 1, 1. The I value is what? 1. So again check the while loop condition. I value 1, n value 10. 1 is less than 10. This condition is true. So come to the next line. S equal to A plus B. A value is what now? 1. B value is 0. So 1 plus 0, 1. 1 will be stored in the S variable. So see the next line. Fibo dot append of S. This S value 1 will be added in the Fibo list. So already 0 is stored in the list, and now we added new value, that is 1. Okay. Next, see the next line. Sum plus is equal to s, which means sum is equal to sum plus s. Sum value is what? 0. 0 plus s value 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. Sum value is what now? 1. Next, assign the value of b to a. What is the value of b? 0. So a is 0. And assign s value to b. S value is what? 1. To b is 1. And see the next line. I plus is equal to 1. I value is what? 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So this I becomes 2. So again check the condition, while loop condition. 2 is less than 10. This condition is true. Next, see the next line. S is equal to a plus b. A value is what? 0. 0 plus b value is what? 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. So this value will be added in the Fibo list. And next, see the next line. Sum plus is equal to s. So sum is equal to sum plus s. Sum value is what? 1. S value is what? 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. Sum value is what now? 2. And next, assign the b value to a and s value to b. B value is what? 1. So now a is equal to 1. S value is what? 1. So now b value is what? 1. A is equal to 1. B is equal to 1. Okay. See the next line. I is equal to I plus 1. So this I becomes 3. So again check the condition. 3 is less than 10. This condition is true. So again calculate s is equal to a plus b. A value is what? 1. B value is what? 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So this value 2 will be added in the Fibo list. And see the next line. Sum plus is equal to s. Sum is equal to sum plus s. Sum value is 2. S value is 2. So 2 plus 2, 4. 4 will be added in the sum. Okay. And see the next line. A is equal to b. So assign b value to a and assign s value to b. So a is 1, b is 2. Okay. Next, update the I value. So this I becomes 4. So check the condition. 4 is less than 10. This condition is true. Next, see the next line. S is equal to a plus b. So a is 1, b is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 will be added in the Fibo list. Next, sum is equal to sum plus s. Sum value is 4. S value is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. So sum is 7. Next, a is equal to b. Assign the b value to a. B value is what? 2. So a is equal to 2. And assign s value to b. S value is what? 3. So b is equal to 3. Next, update the I value. So this I becomes 5. Again check the condition. 5 is less than 10. This condition is true. Calculate the next value, that is s is equal to a plus b. A is 2, b is 3. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So s is equal to 5. This value of s will be added in the Fibo list. Next, sum is equal to sum plus s. Sum value is what? 7. 7 plus s value is 5. 7 plus 5 is what? 12. So sum is equal to 12. Next, a is equal to b. Assign the b value to a and assign the s value to b. What is the b value? 3. So a is equal to 3. What is the s value? 5. So b is equal to 5. And again update the I value. So this I becomes 6. Check the condition. 6 is less than 10. This condition is true. See the next line. S is equal to a plus b. A means what? 3. B means 5. 3 plus 5, 8. This value of s, 8, will be stored in the Fibo list, which means this value 8 will be added in the Fibo list. And sum is equal to sum plus s. Sum value is what? 12. 12 plus 8 is equal to 20. So sum is equal to 20. And next, assign b value to a. So a becomes 5. And assign s value to b. So b becomes 8. And update the I value, I plus is equal to 1. So I becomes 7. So check the condition, 7 is less than 10. This condition is true. See the next line, S is equal to A plus B. A means what? 5. B means 8. 5 plus 8, 13. So S equal to what? 13. 13 will be stored in the Fibon list, which means added in the Fibon list. And the next sum is equal to sum plus S. Sum value is what? 20. 20 plus 13. Sum is equal to 33. See the next line. A is equal to B. So assign B value to A. Assign S value to B. So this A becomes 8 and B becomes 13. And update the I value. I plus is equal to 1. So this I becomes 8. Again check the condition. 8 is less than 10. This condition is true. See the next line. S is equal to A plus B, which means A is equal to 8, B is equal to 13. 8 plus 13, 21. So S value is what now? 21. And this value of S will be added in the Fibon list. And see the next line. Sum is equal to sum plus S. Sum value is what? 33 and S value is 21. So sum is equal to sum plus S. 33 plus 21 is equal to 54. So sum value is 54. Next A is equal to B, B is equal to S. Assign B value to A and S value to B. So A becomes 13, B becomes 21. Update the I value. I plus is equal to 1. So I becomes 9. Check the condition. 9 is less than 10. This condition is true. S is equal to A plus B. So 13 plus 21, 34. So S equal to 34 will be added in the list Fibon. And the next sum is equal to sum plus S. Sum value is what? 54 and S value is 34. So 54 plus 34 is equal to 88. So sum is equal to 88. And see the next line. Assign B value to A and S value to B. So A becomes 21, B becomes 34. Next update the I value. I becomes 10. See the condition. 10 is less than 10. No, 10 is equal to 10, not less than 10. Okay. So this condition becomes false. So here you have to stop your execution. Okay. So see this print statement. Print Fibonacci series up to here plus strn means total number of terms. Okay. So here you have to write 10. Next terms is and the next plus str Fibon means Fibon value, which means you have to enter the Fibon list values. Okay. 0 to 34. So here this Fibon list will be printed on this output screen. Okay. See the next print statement. The sum of Fibonacci series. The sum of Fibonacci series is what? You have to write the value of sum. Sum value is what? 88. So the sum of Fibonacci series is 88. Will be printed on the output screen. So this is the output. Okay. I hope you understand. Thank you, students.